Gatorade all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Foy. Kenneth Faried is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then it's Lawson. And it's Gallinari in at the small forward. And there's Bogut on the assist by Curry. Bogut's got his team on the board to start the game for the Warriors. On defense, Golden State. Lawson kicks to Faried. Here's Foy. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes. You know, you look at how this Denver team is put together. A lot of athleticism across the board, but it seemed as though they were struggling to find a clear direction as a group.
Now Lawson. After the missed three from Klay Thompson, Lawson kicks to Gallinari. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Chandler attacking, and that one's good.
That's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again.
Here's Curry. Bogut down low. Faried defending. And Thompson kicks to Bogut. Dives for it, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter.
Well, with only one attempt so far falling, this is not looking good. 1 for 4 so far.
Well, Steve, Kenneth Faried really raised in the game. There's so many great stories when he was young. He was challenged by his family in so many ways on the basketball.
Yeah, the story goes that his father once dunked on him and said, never let anybody do that on you again. And apparently his mother told him they'd never pass him the ball unless he was tough enough to go get the rebound. So tough love, but apparently it worked.
And here is Chandler. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep. Chandler. And a missed layup. Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Green with the ball. Now Lawson defending. That is good. Curry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And you talk about Faried's upbringing. His mother, a high school basketball star in her own right, was fighting for her life against the autoimmune disease of lupus. She demanded that he battle just as hard on the court. And you can't discount that in driving Faried to his greatness.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. From deep. Thompson misses. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Lawson kicks to Foy. Chandler the pass to Lawson. Over in the corner, Foy. No good on the 3.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Boy, the offense has been so smooth. Everybody working together, and you can tell they're getting good shots pretty much every time down.
Yeah, they're a well-oiled machine there. I mean, they keep the ball moving, they keep themselves moving, and as a result, they're piling up the points.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Arthur. Nelson is out there with Will Barton. And there's Hickson, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, thank you, Kevin. Andre Iguodala is sneaky good. He said they say numbers never lie. I'm the opposite. I think numbers always lie. My game having a huge impact. It may not show up on the stat sheet, but if you watch closely, you'll see it. And Kevin, Draymond Green said, every team needs an Andre Iguodala. He is such a smart player. He does everything. Guys?
Green, a smart player in his own right. Thanks, Doris.
Andre Iguodala, a free agent going into last season. He showed a lot of patience, even letting more lucrative offers lapse as he held out for the slim chance that the Warriors could clear the space to sign him.
Feeds to Arthur. Pass to Hickson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And you talk about Iguodala holding out for the Warriors. I mean, it shows just how much he wanted to be a part of this team. He felt they were one piece away, and he hoped he could be that player.
And Iguodala playing 2 seasons ago in Denver, eliminated, ironically enough, by the Warriors in the playoffs. And Steve, he got a chance to really see the team firsthand.
Yeah, no doubt. The great fans, the coaching staff, the team camaraderie, it all made an impression. And I think he saw the fit, and he thought that he could help this team accomplish great things. Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Hickson dishes to Nelson. There's a good screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Hickson. And another miss by Denver. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Puts it up from 15. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Livingston. And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Green, he's checked in for Festus Ezeli. The Nuggets trail. Nelson outside. He kicks to Arthur. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Andre Iguodala.
Darrell Arthur has had a tough history of injuries over his career. Torn Achilles cost him the entire 11-12 season. And then last year, a broken fibula going into training camp. But if he can stay healthy, he's really a valued big player.
Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And then for Denver, Gallinari, he's checked in for Hickson. Foy comes in for Will Barton. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Nelson. The Nuggets trail by 3. And Arthur's Achilles repair has hampered him a bit athletically, people would tell you. We've seen that certainly in his rebounding.
And despite that, Kevin, Coach Brian Shaw called him the Nuggets' best defender last season. So that shows you what kind of work he's put in at that end of the floor. He plays with great effort, and he also has a good understanding of what the team is doing defensively. Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Lawson is doubled. Arthur up top. Out to the wing. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got his first points in this one.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Here's Curry with the 3. Again, Curry missing.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
Here's Lawson. 1 second left. And that's not going to go.
Yes, Kevin.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he had a sensational first half, which was made, I think, even more significant given the amount of extra defensive help was paid to him.
Yeah, but for him, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less. And I'll bet he continues to do the same kind of damage through the final 2 quarters.
Thompson and Barnes, the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Green and Bogut. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. That's the Warriors' 5. And he gets it to go.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
The Warriors shooting at a decent 44% clip here.
Well, Danilo Gallinari back in action after missing all of last season after surgery to repair his meniscus back in 2013. 9 months later, it was decided that he needed an ACL reconstruction as well. So it's been a tough couple of seasons for Gallinari.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch him, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris.
And for Gallinari, pretty mobile for a 6'10 player. But coming back from major knee surgery, that's usually a year-and-a-half process. We'll have to see how that impacts his game going forward.
A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. Here's Faried, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
The Gallinari that came into the NBA as a great three-point shooter, that percentage dropped year after year as he became, Steve, more of a slasher.
Yeah, and he might look to rewind and go back to that outside shot more as his knee takes time to get back to 100%.
Lawson kicks to Faried. Back to Lawson. Chandler, the pass to Gallinari. Chandler outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Curry outside. Barnes dishes to Bogut. Kicks it to Curry. From deep. And it's Denver with the rebound. And now it's Lawson running. He can go all the way. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these 2 teams locked in such a close game.
They've been splashing home those 3s since halftime.
Definitely a big improvement in their shooting from what we saw before the break.
Can't hit. Nice D from Bogut.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there. Always a threat, guys. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded in the gym range.
Yeah, he's got the defense completely spread out now. I mean, they have to honor him practically when he crosses half court.
Faried, a screen on Barnes. Lawson drives in. Soft touch off the glass. Lawson's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Curry wide open. Rebounded by Faried. Faried's got 6 rebounds in the game. 1 second left. Can't get it to go. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Well, this is what you talk about when you have the offensive play coming together based on tremendous passing. It's the rhythm and flow that occurs that makes this a beautiful game.
So on the floor for Denver, Hickson is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Nelson. And it's Nurkic. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that one's good.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually offense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
Chandler kicks to Nelson. Off target from three-point range.
Well, they're trying to come back here, but you've got to get a better look at the basket to get it done.
Kept alive. Green passes to Spates. It's Curry outside. Again, Curry missing. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Barton. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Nelson dishes to Hickson. Up and in on the layup. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
8 of the last 10 points at that.